Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Two things. The background is still in the works right now, so give this time. Second thing, have we had any confirmation of The Sims 4 University? Nah. Is this all theory? Yeah. Is it going to stop me making a video on it, discussing it in depth and all my thoughts and opinions? Also nah. So basically, I'm going to talk about what I want and what I don't want from this apparent pack that isn't actually confirmed, but Target said it, so it must be true. And Target stocks some of the best products in the world, so I'm going to go with Target on this one. And to be honest, this list basically all revolves around realistic things that I want to see, because I'm such a realistic simmer, hence all of my must-have mods of realistic gameplay.
Get out!
Right, back on track. Like I said, the focus of this is going to be mainly around what I want and don't want. And to be honest, there's like a million things I want and there's only about one thing that I don't want. So let's just jump straight in. The first thing I want is an actual benefit to going to college, because I know you can career jump, the job not the country, once you've got out of college. That's how it's always worked in The Sims. But I always find the career jump that you get, I could have just not went to college and had the same amount of career jump in that small time. Do you know what I mean? So what's the point in going to college if you could have already advanced that much in your career? So I think there needs to be something specific for college educated students to get for it to be worth it. Like maybe an extra further career jump. I don't know, I'm just sprouting ideas. I'm just here, present them. And then next up is a major/minor system. We've already had majors in The Sims 2 and in The Sims 3. The Sims 3 had a few, The Sims 2 had much more if I remember, but I really want a major/minor system because we don't really get that in the UK. We just usually pick one thing and we focus on it. Like you can do two things, like a mix of history and politics, but usually we just do the one thing. So I would really like to see a major/minor system so I could kind of, I don't know, I just really want to live my best college life instead of living the mental breakdown life that I've lived for the past 4 years. And I think this would work really well with broadening your horizons as well, so you'd actually get something extra out of college, because obviously if you do art and history, then you'll be good at art and history. I'm sorry for explaining that so badly. I meant it in the sense of if you do major or minor, your Sims will have more skills than just the skills that they're going to get a job in. That's what I meant. I'm just an idiot. Next up, I want actual dorms. Never really viewed The Sims 3 dorms as if they were actual dorms. The Sims 2 had a much better system because it was still one big building, but each room was quite small that you stayed in. Sims 3 rooms just seemed absolutely huge. Like, what kind of middle class college is this? To be honest, it could be because I'm English, because in England at universities we get one room by ourselves, a shared bathroom or a shared kitchen. You can have an ensuite as well, but sharing a room with someone is unheard of. Even when you leave dorms/halls as we call them and move into a house, you don't share a bedroom. And Americans, it seems quite common to share bedrooms with other people.
No, God!
I don't get it. Do people like sharing a room with other people? How do you guys fart in peace? I don't get it. If anyone wants to answer me in the comments, feel free. But I would like to see more of an English style dorm system like we saw with The Sims 2. Next, I want it to be hard, not easy, because I want my Sims to struggle the same way that I did. Emphasis. I had multiple breakdowns in both my undergraduate and postgraduate, and therefore I want to roleplay that in The Sims. I don't want my Sims to have an easy time, and I don't think I've ever had a Sim get anything less than an A at university, because in my humble opinion, it's so easy and I want it to be difficult. College is a struggle. You know, when old people say like, oh, you kids don't know how good you've got it. That's what I feel like I'm doing with my Sims. Like, no, I struggled, so therefore you have to. I also want scholarships. This isn't really a thing in the UK as much as it is in America. Like, we do have them in the UK, but they're just not as prominent. But I need scholarships, right? I need everything so my Sims can attend school. And there were so many scholarships in The Sims 2, and I think this is a great way to bring the quirkiness back into the game, because it was definitely lost with The Sims 4 in some ways, in other ways not. But in The Sims 2, there was obviously some basic scholarships, like one parent's dead, there you go, have some money, Harry Potter. There was an option as well for like a scholarship if one parent was a zombie and stuff like that. Like I say, just a really easy, quick, fun way to bring back some quirkiness. Love how I like that. And speaking of that topic, I want fun and quirky things. Like, I want this expansion pack to be the best that it can be. No, actually, I need it to be the best that it can be, because I do. I want to be able to have affairs with professors, because I think that's fun. And I don't think I've got daddy issues, by the way, but after saying that sentence, I very well might have. I just think it was fun. It was a fun addition to The Sims 3. But obviously, if your professor's chatting you up and you're actually at university or college, please do go tell a trusted authority figure. And subtle references to real life things would be cool too, like this picture from The Sims 2 University. And you know what? EA try to be so family friendly with The Sims now. But you know what, EA? I see your shady past, right? You had strippers in the game. You had the devil's lettuce. I've got the receipts. And also, for the world, I'm undecided. I don't know what I want out of the world. I don't know if I want the same type of thing we've had in The Sims 2 and The Sims 3, where you go to a literal different world to go to university, or if I want it to be incorporated in the world you're living in right now. I think it'll most likely be the first one, but I think the second one could be really cool for community college, whatever that is, because to be honest, we don't have it in the UK. I'm not an American, so do not get your definitions from me. However, if it is a world, I want a proper campus, and that means sorority houses, coffee shops, arcade things, football ground. I was attacked, not clickbait. Every single stereotype I've seen in a teen romantic comedy that's focused around college, I want to see it materialised here.
I would like to see it.
I do also want active lessons, but this one's kind of to an extent, because I'm not the most hands-on person. I'm a bit lazy when it comes to The Sims. I don't like to have a constant involvement in their lives. Like, I like them to go back and do what they do, and I just say, like... So I don't want to follow my sim around every lesson, but I think a 50-50 split is about good. Sims 3 pretty much had the right formula, but for things like football games, basketball games and everything like that, I'm going to need that to be active, because that's something that we haven't really seen so far in the game. And I just think active stuff like that, because we could use that outside of this context as well. We could have like a kids soccer club. I'm not turning American. You could have a kids football club if you've got get together, and then you could all play football, and you could have like soccer moms and just living the best middle class American life. And I want personality to shine in this pack. That is something that I definitely want. Like The Sims 3 groups, but taken to the next step. And it's a bit weirdly specific. You know, that rich middle class privately educated kid, and he was always very, very straight laced, and his parents have a really nice marriage, and he lives at home and everything's good. His mum always cooks the mash from scratch. He doesn't use any of that instant smash stuff, which is God's gift to the earth, by the way. He moved away to university from his home in London, but it's not London. It's not London, because he's trying to disassociate himself from the south as much as he can, and really, really, really try to attach himself to that northern working class culture. So he starts smoking Marie Joanne, the devil's lettuce, every single day, and he talks about it 24/7, because that's the only interesting part of his personality. I want to roleplay that in The Sims. But seriously, I do want every single stereotype to be represented in this game. I want the Severus Snape Lord, Farquaad, Art Girl. I want the politics, philosophy and economics Tory. I want the socks and sandals history man. I want the philosophy and ethics vegan. I want to see it all. Now for what I don't want, and honestly I've only really got one point about this, I just don't want a world that just looks good, because I actually want to play the game and enjoy it. But that's all I've got to say. I can't think of anything that I don't want. Is that because my expectations are that low? I don't think so. I just can't think of anything that I don't want. I don't want to see loads of unusable but visually stunning buildings, because I want to be able to interact with them in some way, because if I can't, then for me they don't exist. I'm not interested. And like I said, I think that's the only thing I can think of for what I don't want.
Hi, I've thought of something else. I don't want it to be too small. Like, I don't want it to feel like there's absolutely nobody else with you at this university, because university is good crack. So I really want that livelihood to be in here. I don't just want it to be boring, to be honest. Like, that's what I'm scared about, it being boring. So hopefully it's not. I really hope so. I don't want the world to be tiny either. I want it to be filled with lots and lots of things, because it is an expansion pack. I think that's why I've got such good hopes for it, because it's an expansion pack. But we'll soon see, won't we? Also, I'd just like to but we'll soon see, won't we? Will we? Because we've got no confirmation on this yet. I'm taking one target leak and I've been like, yeah, well, we'll soon find out. But like, will we?
I might be too hopeful about this, but I have a gut feeling that The Sims are going to pull it out of the bag for this one. It's weird because, I mean, you can watch in real time as my hopes get absolutely destroyed when this pack comes out, but I feel really good about this pack, and I'm surprised that I do, because A, it's not even confirmed yet, and I have a whole agenda for it, and B, I've never really enjoyed uni, but you never know. Now that I'm out of university for good, I might actually enjoy a pack, and I think that's why I'm also excited. I'm also excited to torture my Sims so I can make them live my crappy life.
I just don't belong here. I hope you understand.
But that's all I've got to say for this video. I really, really, really want to hear your opinions though. I love good old opinionated topics, you know, so let me know what you think in the comments down below, what you want to see and what you don't want to see. And if you don't agree with me, that's fine. Tell me that you don't agree, but you know what, do it in a nice and respectful way, because we can all be friends, but just keep it civil, because honestly, I don't know what it is about university that sends the Sims community absolutely... like they've been smoking Marie Joanne 24/7, and that's really bad. No, I'm joking. But please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, comment, blah, 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 blah. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. I don't recognise my voice because I'm so scared of talking, because the echo is really loud and I know that my neighbours can hear me. But also, I'm not going gonna have